Hi everybody, I wanted to show you how to find feedback on the course site. I'm logged on as a student, and so I've already pretended to be a student who has submitted the writing sample and the warm-up quiz, and I didn't do it correctly. I'm pretending that I didn't name and save my files correctly. Well, anyway, I log on and I see over here next to grades that there's a number 2. Well, that means that the instructor has sent feedback about 2 assignments to me. So I'm going to click on grades. And so I arrive on this page, and you can see here score. And remember, the writing sample and the warm-up quiz are not part of your grade, so they don't earn points, but they have to be completed. Okay, they're prerequisites for everything else in the class. So, all right, so you see that the 2 X's here, those X's tell you that something's gone wrong. There's something wrong with the assignments. If the assignments were uploaded okay and everything was all right, you would have seen, I think, check marks there, if I'm not mistaken. Looking over to the right here for the warm-up quiz, you can see an exclamation point and some caption boxes. Let's click on those. And here's the instructor's comment right here. And it's in small print, so it's easy to miss. So, really look for it because it's there. All right. Hello, please do, and this is me writing back to this pretend student. Hello, please do me these favors. Rewatch the webinar about naming and saving files in our class. Rename your file, save your file in rich text, upload the file to this Dropbox. How did the student name his file? Let me see something. If I can click on here, we can just go into the file. Yeah, here is how I, as the pretend student, named and saved my file. This is incorrect, right? We have a specific way of naming and saving files in this class. For instance, if my name were Sue Smith and I was submitting my warm-up quiz, it would have been smith.warmupquiz.101.7106. Spring 2018, okay? So you had to have all that in line. Then you wanted to save it as rich text. I should not see a docs ending. I should see an RTF instead of docs. This is not rich text. So that's why this was incorrect, okay? So let's go back over. So that is the warm-up quiz. And so when the student fixes all of that, renames the file, saves it in rich text, he'll go back to the modules page. What did we say that was? Was that the, I think it was the warm-up quiz, right? I hope. I don't know. I don't remember which assignment we just went over. But anyway, he'll go back to whatever it is that he's trying to resubmit. And he'll now see a button that says resubmit assignment because he's already submitted it once. So obviously the button is going to be renamed to resubmit the assignment, right? So click on that. Site says the assignment is overdue. Do you still want to submit it? Yes, you do. I keep the drop boxes for the writing sample and the warm-up quiz open because students are, if they have to revise things, they have to work past the deadline. In order to do that, they get feedback from me, and then they fix things, and then they resubmit them. And so you're going to get, if you're one of those folks who has to fix your file name or whatever and re-upload, you're going to get a notice from the course site that you're uploading the file late. That's just because I had to set a date on the course, on the folder, the Dropbox, and that it is what it is. So when you get this, just click on OK, and then you're going to go and click the browse button, find your newly saved file, the newly renamed and saved in rich text file, and upload it and click submit assignment. Then you're going to, if you also have a problem with the other one, with the writing sample, you want to fix that and go over to that Dropbox and upload that assignment there. And then you want to hop over to the inbox and write an email to me to say, Professor Quine, I just resubmitted whatever it is you resubmitted. Okay, so one more time, we're going to grade feedback. You go and click on grades, and then you go and look to see whatever it is that you need to see. So here, look, here's the writing sample, and you can see over here, it didn't, it didn't get accepted, I guess. It's got a problem. We're going to go over here and click on this box right there, that little caption box, and let's look at the comments. It says there was a problem with, basically, there was a problem with the way you named and saved your file. If you want to see what exactly went wrong here, I'm going to click on writing sample. And here it is again. The student did not name the file correctly or save it in rich text. The file should be named, if the person's name is Sue Smith, it should be smith.writingsample.101.7106.spring 2018 or spring 18 if you want to. Save it in rich text. Then you go back into modules, slide down to the writing sample and click. And you've got the resubmit assignment box. We're going to click on that. Yes, I know I'm doing this past the due date. Click OK. Click on browse and upload your newly named and saved file, and then click submit. And then send me an email to let me know that you've submitted the new file. One thing I want to mention to you before I leave this webinar, before I end it, is that the Canvas gradebook is not to be trusted in terms of tallying your points, okay? So you will see it tally things like down in here. It's any place it looks like it's adding all your points together, don't trust it. It often makes mistakes. In fact, it has told students who have not submitted, even a quarter of the work in the class, but have done okay on those few pieces of assignments that they've handed in. The course site has told those students that they are at A level, when in comparison, students who handed in almost all of their assignments and did okay on some and maybe didn't do so well on others, okay, but told all of those students, but those students were still at passing, had told those students that they were failing. So do not, here is the big rule in this class, do not go by Canvas gradebook's tally of your points. Do you hear me? Do not. On the course competency sheet, you are told there that you have to master, always knowing what your grade is, calculating your grade. So what you need to do, and if I have the time, I'll come up with a little form for you, but this is easy enough to do. Just keep a running count of your points. When I hand things back to you, you'll see how many points you got for the assignment. Make sure that you're keeping track of those points. And also, remember where on the syllabus, there's a grading section. Remember that, because that grading section includes a little grid that tells you how many points you need for an A, how many points you need for a B, so on and so forth, okay? So again, do not let the Canvas grade books tally things for you. Do it yourself, okay? So as you're getting points back on assignments, keep track of them, alrighty? Okay, so I hope you found this helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.